No, I'm going to be explaining the magic system in, not just the magic system, the whole world of my book. So, the magic system is called Celestial Cipher. If you're doing magic in that universe, you're using Celestial Cipher. Anyway, the users, they're called seekers. From Celestial Cipher, if you're using Celestial Cipher magic, you're being a seeker. That's who you are at that point. The Celestial Ciphers usually worship this goddess that's like just one goddess for every continent of this planet. There's just one goddess. She's called Metamora, and the astral throne is another thing that like sways the public's opinion of like what Metamora is. Think of it as the astral throne being the fairy court, and also it's driving the religion, basically. It's like, oh, you guys shouldn't do that. It's like when priests on earth here are saying like, oh, well, gay people shouldn't be Christian. It's the same thing, okay? They're saying shit for what their religion should be. The what if for this magic system, oh, I forgot to mention, the planet is not called Earth. The planet is called Garvis T730. They use the fairy court, which is like the religious priests, you can say. The population is 10 billion. There's this species that's native, that's called Strotavian. It's like humans, but instead of saying humans, we are Strotavian. Capital city is called Glorith. The government is a hidden monarchy, but it's like hidden as to say like, oh, it's a democracy. Definitely a democracy. Before I head into anything else, I have to tell you about the religion. The religion is called Mystic Metamorphosis. The reason why it's called that is this. Believers embrace the transformation energies of the cosmos, seeking personal evolution and spiritual enlightenment through celestial metamorphosis. As I said before, the deity is Metamora, which she is the cosmic metamorph. Their place of worship is celestial metamorphic chambers with transformative symbols. Their sacred texts and items are metamorphic scrolls containing celestial transformation rituals, a cosmic chrysalis. Their symbols, celestial symbols intertwined with a butterfly in metamorphosis. So, there's also these people that run like a cult. I'm not gonna like say everything because it's gonna be like a spoiler for the book. But some people run this cult called Ruins of Eternity, which is a very chaotic evil cult. So, led by a magical dragoness, which is called Argag in our dragoness. They think it's a dragoness, but actually it's just this depressed lesbian. The Ruins of Eternity reverse a dead god. They believe in the opposite of Metamora, which I'm not sure what to call yet. But it's the opposite, okay? The cult is ancient, their history dating back eons. They hide from prying eyes in the top of a cliff. The bones of those they sacrifice lying at its base. If you want to join this cult, Ruins of Eternity, you need to fake your own death upon joining. And that's like the religious system of it. By the way, it's like going 5 minutes long at this point. So the languages, one is called Nyctolath, which is a demonic vampire language. The context is the ancient mysterious language of the demonic vampires. A race that thrives in the shadows and revels in the mysterious. I'm gonna be honest with you, I use a generator for this. And like I got this. Look. Yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, there's 2 languages being told to like be learned by the kids right now. Infernal Melodia, which is a construction spoken by demons from hell, which is something that Argag speaks, but also what's her name? Westria speaks too. Westria knows all languages, by the way. She knows both of them. She's a witch, obviously. This is what Westria looks like. This is what Argag looks like. This is what the queen looks like. Queen Jasmine Prolonga. Now that we got that out the way, let's actually start with the magic system because it's a doozy. It's a lot. It's called Celestial Cipher, as we told before. They worship Goddess Metamora, the Astral Throne, which is a fairy court slash priests slash. You get the point. The users are the seekers. The what if though? This religious slash magic system slash everything else. Answers is what if we could save slash destroy the world? So here I wrote type of magic system. It's a hard magic system because it has limits to it and certain rules that Strotavin, the species living on Garvis T730, have to follow. Next, where does it come from? From the fairy court that was bestowed upon them by the goddess Metamora. Essentially, if you want magic like Celestial Cipher, if you want Celestial Cipher in your life, you need to pray upon the goddess Metamora. She's not really... she's just a goddess at this point. I was about to say, like, I was about to drop a bomb from the... But no. Metamora is like a goddess in which she gives the priest, like fairy court, called the Astral Throne, the powers for a certain human being, and then they have to give it to a certain human being. But there's a twist. Before I go with the twist, let's talk about the core. What is the core that I'm talking about in this book? Core is the blood flowing with each Strotavin's being. It's their soul, basically. Instead of soul, we call it core. So, another question. How does the god give magic if she or it does to the user? They do so by completing various ritualistic behaviors the Astral Throne tells them to do. Essentially, the priests of this religion tell them to do. Example could be doing some amazing feat at the Sapphire Skies Olympics. Yeah, they have an Olympics called the Sapphire Skies. Sue me. Or making an exceptional, extremely dangerous potion made out of deadly fungus. Or even by dancing in a certain way at the Festival of Celestial Transcendence. It doesn't matter. Anything can be a ritualistic behavior for the fairy court and the goddess Metamora. So, now we're going on to a deep water question, and it's the final. It's done. It's done. After this, the video is done. Who can use magic? On the surface, it looks like everybody has the ability to use it, but unless they, the Sordavin, unlock their core, the magic that was given to the Sordavin by the Celestial Throne, Metamora, the cosmic metaphor, then they cannot use it. Then how do you unlock your soul, basically, core? How do you do that? It's still a mystery even to me.